Alright, y'all. Bear with me for a second. Peace, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. Um, if you didn't know, I got hit by a car about a little 2.5 weeks ago. So I've been in the hospital, doing my best to recover. From the sound of everything, it sounds like I'm gonna be straight. But yeah, let me get this shit situated. Hold up. All right, y'all. So I gotta put my camera a little far from me. So excuse the voice if it's a little soft, cause as well as having two broken legs, I also got three broken ribs and tendons that were messed up in this arm. I couldn't even do this, so bear with me. But I just pretty much I've been off social media, and of course when I start my fucking video, I want to be flying someone in, but you're just gonna wait a second because patience is a virtue. Now I've been practicing on it. Alright, now shut up. Damn it. But yeah, I've really been on my phone since I got in here, which is August 3rd, and I just recently got my phone back. I had to jump through some hoops to get my old phone. So, yeah, I lost my glasses, lost my brand new Galaxy S21, but it's looking good. You know, I ain't paralyzed. I'm gonna be walking again, and I ain't have no permanent damage from this. So I'm just taking this as a sign from God that I need to sit my ass down somewhere. So I just recently caught back up on my videos. So just got done watching a little Divine Sade. Just got off I am Rashad Jamal's live here on YouTube, and I just caught up on some of the Conscious X videos. So I was gonna record yesterday, but I felt a little motivated after watching all of that. I found out a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. So we gonna hop into it. I just gotta, I gotta damn near bullshit sometime. So, it filters out whoever gonna try to flag it. But yeah, man. You got the new strain of Corona hit the Americas now. Sorry. Drink my little apple youth. But yeah, man. So where should I start this out? A lot of y'all wasn't paying attention. A lot of y'all wasn't understanding or listening as much as you should have when I was talking the first time. So whoever just got caught slipping at this point. I don't really have time to sit and spoon feed y'all, because we had a time where everything that they was calling us conspiracy theorists for, even though I've already explained to y'all, there's a huge line between conspiracy theory and conspiracy fact. We're just gonna break this down one more time for the new people. And if you don't know, there are conspiracy facts, which, to give like a universal example, how America will tell you terrorists are conspiring against the U.S., which is pretty much, if you live in the U.S. and you're a U.S. citizen and you conspire against the U.S., they call it treason. That's neither here nor there. That's just, my explanation, so y'all can catch up to where I'm at. Found out a lot, even from a nurse here, my little favorite Russian nurse, who brought me this apple juice. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been hard to stay strong. Got very little people coming through, very little people assisting. And if you're on my Instagram, you see the type of bullshit I put up with. Fucking breakfast, because I tell them I'm vegan or restricted diet. Niggas pull up with 2 hard-boiled eggs, nothing else. Or like this morning, they pull up with 2 turkey sausage links, nothing else. Oh, and a naked, I'm sorry. But if you know, naked's got so much damn sugar in it. 53 grams to be exact. So you gotta think, if I drink one of them with every meal, by dinner I done had over 100 grams of sugar put in my body. I'm pretty cool off of that. I don't even like sugar that much. But yeah, man. There's a lot I wanted to tap into before I got to the that thing. Man. I done already cried myself out and stressed myself out over it, so y'all can send me your best wishes and love and whatever else, but like I said, I done already cried out and accepted my position, and I realized that if this was karma, which I ain't done shit to get karma right now, but if it was, I would either be permanently damaged or I wouldn't be here talking to y'all. So with that being said, I found out through my favorite Ruski nurse that of course there's 2 different types of sickness. There's bacterial and then there's viral. So if you didn't know, in the early 2000s, dogs and other animals were getting this specific strain that we see. the vid. But what I was informed by her was that this is actually comes from, I think she called it the rotavirus, but she explained all this to me and makes perfect sense, and she already addressed that she ain't getting it. She ain't getting the the prick, because she's, aside from her believing her body's a temple, she understands what's going on, and for a nurse to tell me that it's gonna weaken your immune system, as well as wearing this makes you breathe in your carbon dioxide, which causes you to get pneumonia and restricts your flow and everything else. So they're inherently tactically setting you up to get yourself sick. But if you work, you can't necessarily not wear one. That's why I started my own business, because once again, I saw where this was going. I warned everybody else. Ain't nobody want to get on their shit. Fuck them. And I'll help. I help where I can, because that's just the type of motherfucker I am. But I'm tired of doing for motherfuckers that ain't want to listen. Like I told my boy Mike, like, I'm tired of me telling shit to a friend and then go off and do whatever and then come back and apologize to me for not listening to me, when I'm like, nigga, I said that for your own good and you should have listened then. Like, I don't like seeing my loved ones get hurt or come up short or be on, like, the fucked up end of something. It's just like, y'all want to believe what you want to believe. Y'all motherfuckers want to be what the OGs call wet behind the ears. But anyway, long story short, she was telling me in Russia in the 1970s, they were using the rotavirus to try to pretty much do what they're doing now. And to be honest, I feel like all of this, I feel like this specific strain is like a fucking, y'all remember if you ever watched the Power Rangers, y'all remember the Power Rangers, each color would come together to make that Megazord or whatever the hell that was called. But pretty much morphed together to make this one big super machine. And what she was telling me was how they create the plasma is they don't, in the vaccine or whatever else, they don't take the whole virus, or they don't just take the cell and weaken it. They actually just, like I said, like the Power Ranger Megazord, they take a piece, like literally a small piece of it, like a fraction of what you think that they're taking, and then they use that fraction to create a whole different strain, or to create the plasma, which means your body doesn't even have the antibodies for it. So you're pretty much just injecting yourself with a foreign entity, and then your body starts to attack it. So for a lot of people who get the shot and then get sick right after, it's It's because your body is realizing there's a foreign entity. And if you know anything about science, if someone has a heart transplant or any organ transplant for that matter, they you have to take certain pills so that your body doesn't attack itself or attack that organ and then just kill yourself because it's not you. So in the 70s, they started using this on rats. And it's crazy because I have different points that make me believe what's being said, not only because it's factual and there's no gaps, but I have backstories also that, make sense. Because Russia has had wars and the whole shit. When I was in high school, some kid came to school, some weird ass looking hat. He said, "Oh yeah, it's from Russia. It's made out of rat fur." I was like, okay. But if you know anything about the military, you know the military only uses what's around them. So if they're using these rats to inject with infection and create a vaccine for, you're pretty much, if they die or whatever the case is, just pretty much skin them. And since it's cold as hell out there, you just throw it all over your body. So, that being said, they have pretty much all the rats that died. As soon as they started getting ones that didn't, they went from that to children. From what she said, all the children were dying. If you got that, it was a rat. This is in the 70s. Like I said, we move up to where, they got syringe bottles for dogs in the early 2000s that were getting it, that were getting the actual, the vid strain. Over trying to spell it and shit. Like, I'm not left-handed, so it's uncoordinated as hell. Yeah, broken ribs is no joke. But yeah, man. Not only that, but I'm seeing the atmosphere, and I already called this, but I seen a post on Instagram that explained it a little differently, which was it's going to be the people who are being controlled, that want to be controlled, versus the people who see it and want to be free. The way I explained it, oh shit, I actually like this movie, Cowboys versus Aliens, but anyway, what I was saying was, it's going to be the sheep versus the black sheep, which is the vaxxed versus the unvaxxed. And if y'all don't get y'all mind right and y'all don't start fighting back and stop being so fucking docile, y'all just gonna get to a point to where you still want your free will and you're gonna be at that last leg and people just gonna be looking like, get the shot or don't. You can get fired or you can get an extra $100 for getting the shot. We didn't already come to that, but the crazier part was like a few months back. This one dude was telling me at his job, if you even felt sick, that if you ain't had your shots, it's immediately 10 days you gotta take off. Like that's 10 days out of your paycheck already. If you feel sick. Not even if you just sick or start feeling sick. Nigga, if they even have a hint of, oh, you getting sick? Alright, we'll take 10 days off. You got quarantine. The craziest part about this is they're literally going against the Constitution. And they've been passing bills that I was fighting for and asking other people to fight for and against certain bills that actually ended up passing. There was a bill they were trying to pass, 256, I want to say, or 240 something, but I was at the Capitol out here in Sac, literally sweating bullets with everybody in line to walk up to say, we do not approve this bill. They had doctors and surgeons, one specific one that is a yes man trying to push the issue forward. And I see people like this in the, and let me not, get too crazy, but I see people just like that in here. Where they hear you, but they ain't really hearing you. So they got a paycheck to get. And I done already found out nurses and doctors, like, they get paid for the bullshit that they give you. So if you pregnant and you in the hospital, you need that epidural, you need everything else. I literally watched it with my own 2 eyes. A doctor was coming to break 2 nurses. And they're like, oh, which one of you guys gave this? Which one of you guys gave this? That's an extra amount of money they get for doing that. They get extra money for sticking you with something. That's on top of their checks. And they got a certain quota to meet, I'm sure. Trying to stay hydrated, Joe. I want to take forever and bring my water. But yeah, man. I don't know how y'all trust these hospitals. Like, these niggas come in here like clockwork. You need pain meds? You need pain meds? Nigga, what if I need food? What if I need something else? Y'all don't even give a fuck about that. They'll just make that a scheduled thing. But they don't really care about those scheduled times for it. Like, oh, you need to eat? You eat at this time, you eat at this time, you eat at this time. If you a nigga that like to eat a lot, we'll make sure you get snacks in between. Yeah, they're taking away your free will. If you ain't seen it yet, it's coming. The bill that I went to the Capitol to fight wasn't even for me. I ain't even got kids. It was for y'all. It was for the future. I'm over here thinking and making moves for the future. Years ago. The bill was to counter what the hell's going on right now, which is if you don't vaccinate your children. And keep in mind, this was about the measles vaccine. So it wasn't even about this, but it was a setup. It was a setup. They wanted you focused on the MMR, and then now they got something else. The nurse even addressed it too. You can't come up with a vaccine for a sickness like this in 6 months. It's impossible. Craziest part about all that is the Derna. Guess what the abbreviation is in the stocks? mRNA. Messenger RNA. That's what the abbreviation is in the stocks. Do you know what mRNA is? It's a part in your cell that delivers information somewhere else. So they literally fucking with your DNA at a cellular level. Making you retarded at a cellular level. That's why I tell my homie, like, I've literally seen people freeze. That deer in the headlight look, literally seen people freeze. And then as soon as a frequency shifts, they head straight. Like I said, I ain't got time to sit and spoon feed everybody. I better wake the fuck up. These celebrities is not who y'all think they are. Cardi done showed y'all that she could fake a pregnancy. Fake belly and all. Summer Walker got a surrogate. How are y'all that stupid? How are y'all this stupid? Y'all really think that these celebs is trying to ruin their bodies for a kid? Nah. Y'all really think that's what they out here doing? And not to mention, if you work for the CDC, if you work for, I ain't gonna name too much because I don't want them to flag my shit, but if you work for if you up there, or if you pretty much falling in line, you don't even have to get the vaccine. Yeah, if you work a 9 to 5 somewhere, I guarantee you they pushing that on you. Yeah, if you rolling with them, if you helping making sure everybody else get it, you ain't gotta get it. But then you gotta ask yourself, why are they making me get it and they don't have to get it? Oh wait, I'll let that simmer. Simmer. The girls, them sugar. This world is not what y'all think, man. And it's crazy because it didn't even dawn on me until after watching, after really getting into like conscious X videos and Divine Sade. Like, several celebrities have said the world is my stage. How does that not click with y'all? Y'all be taking shit with a grain of salt that y'all should be taking to heart. That's the desensitization. They already got you. Then when you get a real nigga to come up and be like, nah, like this what this means. This is what's actually going down. You wanna call a motherfucker crazy. Cause you couldn't believe what they was telling you. You wanna know why? It's cause they made sarcasm an actual language. That's why I don't fuck with people who use that so often, so loosely. Sarcasm used to be used on slaves. How do you, like, this is the type of shit that Rashad Jamal be talking about. Like, how do y'all not get that? Like, y'all using white man shit on your brothers, and you trying to make shit popular. Oui. But yeah, sarcasm was used on slaves because we wouldn't expect you to not be serious about something that come out your mouth. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if half the shit that we learned in slavery and after slavery wasn't told to us on some sarcastic bullshit. Oh yeah, you can eat pig ass. Oh, that shit fire. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make this a little quicker because this position is not comfortable on my ribs. But we gonna duke it out. Try to get this information.